Okay, hello, Alliance Open House 2020. How's it going? My name is Nathan Bishan. I'm with Aries Games, and I'm the sales manager here in the North American division. And we're going to talk a little bit today about our Quarter 4 2020 release and one 2021 Quarter 1 release that I think we really want you guys as the retailers to be known about. To give you a little bit of background of me, I've been in the industry for a little over a year now. I've been with Aries this whole time, so I am kind of new. My email is at the bottom there if you have any questions. But also, during the show hours, we'll be in our Discord chat with Aries Games, so you can come talk to me or you can talk to my partner Olivia. And yeah, let's just get some starting. So right off the bat here, we're having a little Alliance Open House deal. And so any order that you place with us, you're going to get these 2 free games from us called Monsters vs. Heroes. It's a kind of take that card management game where you're trying to collect the most amount of skulls or the most amount of hero cards depending on what mythos you're part of. And what's really cool about these is these decks are interchangeable, so they can mix and match. You can mix cards, and this is just volume. We just have volume 1 and 2 out, and we're going to be creating more and more volumes that can intermix. So that's a really nice little game just to get you started with orders, and they retail for about $15 each. Next, we're going to talk about something that just came out very recently, or it's going to be hitting retail within the next week, and that's Ludus Magnus Black Rose Wars. So a little bit about this game. It's a 2 to 4, 90 MSRP, deck builder, area control game. This is going to come in 4 different parts. The Kickstarter was originally 250 in total, and so we split it up so that the MSRP can be broken down a little bit. And basically, we have this is the base game here. We also have an expansion and 3 miniature packs. Something that I will note is the miniatures in this game are absolutely stunning. Actually, everything in this game is really stunning. I'll show you some pictures of close-up miniatures of the table presence you have here. And the Hidden Thrones expansion adds a 5 to 6 player element and adds 2 more mages. But I want to talk a little bit about these miniature expansions because I think they're really important because these are really high detailed miniatures that you can just sell by themselves. They don't have to sell to the game. It's just the miniatures. So it brings in all the different aspects of your store. Anybody that likes miniatures or D&D or anything of that nature, these are going to be perfect for it. So this is kind of the table presence as you showed. Right. As I'm showing here, we've got different card maps, tons of tokens, tons of replayability. All the tiles there are modular. We have some close-ups of the miniatures looking very awesome. Ludus Magnus did a game last year as well called Dungeonology. If you didn't see the miniatures for those were also super stunning. They do them pretty much in-house, and they just look really, really nice on any table. So yeah, that's basically what I got for Black Rose Wars. Next, we've got our going to be most recent pre-order title here, The Last Aurora. This is a game by Pendragon, and we are helping them distribute that in North America. So 50 MSRP, kind of a Mad Max card management, resource management game. So it's basically a race to this thing called The Last Aurora. It also is going to come with expansions. But the game essentially is you're using these Mad Max like cars, and you're racing across this ice tundra, fighting different amounts of enemies, gaining resources. It has a very cool mechanic in it where it kind of fits the theme where the longer you stay in one space, the more stuff you're going to get, but the longer it's going to take you to get to the end. So it's about players managing, the those two things. Yeah, so we've got Project Athena here. This expansion is going to add more cards and missions, where the plastic miniatures is a pure accessory upgrade. As you kind of see there at the bottom, kind of the different accessories that will add the gas cans, the cars, just kind of giving the player board just a better look here. Here we have all the different components. This is all that comes in the base game. You'll see the map that they're racing towards. Each of the little panels are for each of the different players, each player getting one. And here are some of the cards. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. You have in the bottom left kind of the areas where your players are going. In the top left is kind of my favorite part. You're kind of combining these vehicle cards to make this giant cargo semi of like weapons and uh, storage facilities. And then you have leaders on the top right of what the players can actually play as or have in their ships. Um, and so just to tell everyone, so this is going on pre-order for this show, and we're going to do an extra 10% discount on your order with the Aurora AOH code. So when you order through Alliance, you'll get that 10%, and you're going to also get that Monsters vs. Heroes 1 and 2. So good little deal to get your pre-order started. And then lastly, we have here is we have for quarter 4 is Masters of the Night. This is a game that I'm really excited about. This is a 1 to 5 vampire cooperative game. This is going to do very well in your if you have a lot of co-op players, any pandemic players. This plays a lot like pandemic, where you're kind of making group effort decisions, but still kind of have some sort of like, single player of things that I can do just myself, which is very cool. This is kind of the table presence. There's going to be amazing little minis of the figurines, and basically players are in this new town, and they're stalking the streets, trying to reconquer this new town. And when they come in, they start very weak, and they're going to start going to the cathedral, the city park, the police department, and start to, as they kind of take over the city as they go into different parts of town. There's variable player powers, as you see at the bottom. Each player plays very differently, so that's kind of a unique mechanic. Artwork on the cards is beautiful, and the entire time there's this very, very interesting, hard kind of combat mechanic where you flip over these cards, and these like, basically anti-vampire occultists are basically trying to eradicate your family. And it has this interesting kind of a card where you're flipping the cards and you're choosing the spots, but one spot is going to definitely get hit, and most likely one of your vampires is going to be on it. So it's good for those stores that, or the players that like a little bit of difficulty. That also can range. So yeah, that's pretty much everything that we have for quarter 4. Last thing I'm going to talk about. Oh, and here's some miniatures. Those are all the miniatures that are going to be included in the game. These are some more of the artwork and cards. Last thing that I'm sure a lot of people are talking and excited about is Sword and Sorcery Ancient Chronicles. So we did Immortal Souls about, man, it's been probably 4 years ago now. and it did really, really well for us. Tons of miniatures, tons of expansions. It's still kind of one of our evergreen titles, and Ancient Chronicles is set to come January 2021. Um, $90 MSRP, 1 to 5 players. The one key note that I've been trying to tell retailers more and more is if you have Sword and Sorcery players, this is a must because it's going to you can intermix, Immortal Souls with Ancient Chronicles. So you can take characters from this and throw it into Immortal Souls, or take Immortal Soul stuff and throw it into Ancient Chronicles. At the very start, we are going to have just the base game and some miniature packs that also we do see sell well, even if the base games aren't in stores. You're going to see these kind of accessory packs. The Ghost Soul Foreign Heroes, we're doing probably going to do a limited amount, which we did with Immortal Souls. And those are constantly being asked to be made again. So definitely look out for that for pre-orders. And then the Lawful Familiars and Chaotic Familiars are going to be little extra accessory miniatures. It's got a cool cat in it. I think that's going to sell it itself. And also a little cute little dog there. So, you can easily sell those packs just on the miniatures alone. We will do plan in the later years and months to do a 3-part expansion system, much like what we did with Immortal Souls, and that's going to be also, uh, all intermingle with all the different Immortal Souls, all the other expansions, and so there's a lot of replayability, a lot of modular, tons of stuff packed into this. So really looking forward to Q1 of 2021. So this is kind of a mock-up. This is all digital work of some of the miniatures that are going to be featured in the game and kind of the tiles, much like Immortal Souls. But if this is your first time seeing these, I mean, these miniatures are going to look awesome. Here's some physical pictures of some of them. Standing at about, I want to say 1.5 to 2 inches. Really kind of big. And they just look awesome for the table presence. So yeah, that's basically kind of it. I know it was kind of fast and sweet. But just to kind of give kind of a recap, we have that last Aurora deal, getting 10% discount on your order, and you're also going to get those free demo copies of Monsters vs. Heroes. Like I said in the beginning, but if you're catching here late, my name is Nathan. I'm the sales manager for North America. You can contact me at nathan.bishan@ariesgames.eu, which is at the bottom. I'm also going to be hanging around the Discord pretty much for the rest of this whole show and week. So if you ever have questions or you want to add me on there, you can totally shoot me a DM at any time. Thanks for coming by and listening to me talk for 10, 15 minutes. Have a great day.